A lot of people have asked me about my background with Star Wars, how long I've been a fan, and why I talk about Star Wars so often on the RetroBlasting channel. I unearthed a videotape from 15 years ago when I was an undergraduate at Syracuse University in the film program. Some kids from the broadcasting school had heard about me through a friend of mine, and they interviewed me because they heard I was a big Star Wars fan. And I found this videotape last week, and I've been encoding it into my computer, and it was kind of funny to see this interview again. So I thought you guys might enjoy seeing it too. And what really makes it interesting is that this was only a few months before Phantom Menace came out and Jar Jar Binks terrorized us all. So this is really a purer opinion from me on what Star Wars was to me before it was tainted by the prequels. So enjoy! I saw Star Wars in 1982 at the house of the Berkeleys on a big screen television, and my father and mother went there to visit with them, and I was a little annoying kid, and they wanted to keep me quiet, so they put me in front of a big screen TV. Technically, I started collecting when I was 4. My mom and I went to Kroger's one day to buy some groceries, and I saw this stand-up, and I bought my first action figure, which was Chewbacca. Originally to play with, now I buy all types of Star Wars memorabilia when I can afford it. A few years ago, I just did the toys, the Kenner toys from the original line, from the ones from 1978. And that doesn't include the books, the tapes, the laser discs, the CDs, the other toys, the magazines, the posters, the stand-ups. It goes on and on. This right here is my own Luke Skywalker jacket from The Empire Strikes Back. I bought this through the Lucasfilm catalog. This is the Han Solo vest, the famous vest worn by Han Solo in Star Wars and Return of the Jedi. I also bought this through the Lucasfilm catalog. I like some of the clothing that the characters wear. I think it's kind of neat. But I do wear a vest every now and then, or his jacket from Empire Strikes Back. Sometimes I wear Luke's jacket from Bespin. From The Empire Strikes Back. It's just a fun thing. It's just an article of clothing I just throw on every now and then. Makes me feel a little otherworldly. I don't remember if it was Schaefer or it was the cafeteria. I get them so mixed up sometimes. But I find it very funny that I can be sitting here in this jacket, standing in a corner somewhere, in jeans, tennis shoes, a button-up shirt, just this jacket. And this guy literally walks by me in chains and spikes with a blue mohawk and a leather long coat. I swear to God. And this group of guys down the hall were staring at me. They weren't staring at him, they were looking at me funny. I don't understand it. Why Star Wars? First of all, Star Wars was something that I was able to come home to every day after a horrible day at school. I mean, I'm not even going to go into what happened to me at school all the time. It's another interview entirely. But I would come home and it would be there, and it was comforting for me. I could go into the galaxy far, far away. I had positive role models. There were heroes and there were villains, and you knew who to side with. My hero for the longest time was Luke Skywalker. When I became a teenager, I became a cynic, and so then I loved Han Solo. And now I love both of them because I realized that I was just being a cynical teenager. But everything about those movies is wonderful. I mean, you have morals, you have the good guys versus the bad guys, love triumphing over hate. I mean, it's just a positive message, and it's something that stuck with me for a very long time. Rules on life. I'm not going to shortchange my parents. They were very good at teaching me what's right and what's wrong, but they didn't carry lightsabers and blasters and do cool flips over Sarlacc pits, and the Star Wars characters was what gave me the inspiration to be good and fight for what's right and just be a good person all around, just because I want to be like Luke Skywalker. He's a positive role model. I wouldn't say it was fanaticism. I don't walk around in riding boots and holsters, but it is a long-lasting relationship. I know it sounds silly to say I have a relationship with a series of movies. It sounds really strange at first, but they really are a part of my life. Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Princess Leia, they're my friends. I know them. I know them just as well as I know my friends back home. So for me, it's, to be cliche, it's more than a movie. It's a part of my life. So Yeah, you could say I'm obsessed. People would say I'm obsessed.